Hi, I'm Akash Bethel reporting for Bass City Beat, and I'm here at the McRae Harbor for Turning Point's 2012 event, Spirit of Leadership.
Well, this is our largest fundraiser for the year, and we have an opportunity to bring all of our friends and supporters together. We get to have a great time shopping, and we can tell them all the story about our organization. We have a wonderful speaker today. She'll be talking about her experiences with domestic violence and how she overcame that. So it's just a great opportunity to get everyone together and talk about our organization.
Turning Point has been serving the community for over 30 years. Its mission is to provide programs and resources enabling victims and survivors of domestic and sexual violence to regain control of their lives. Services consist of an emergency shelter, individual and group counseling, support, personal protection, order assistance program, a forensic nurse examiner's program for victims of sexual assault, and a prevention education program. Last year, Turning Point provided services to 3,574 individuals and answered over 12,000 crisis calls.
Well, believe it or not, it is a very big issue. We can only help about 20% of the people that need help in our organization. We do have an emergency shelter that can hold up to 39 people at any one time, but we have about 12,000 calls per year. So if you put those two numbers together, you can see that the need is huge.
To be honored this way is kind of a humbling feeling, a little bit scary, but it's also nice because we know that this honor represents so many other people that you can't see. So that makes it very nice.
I am actually very humbled to be honored this way. The work that I do and the value that I have for community service is something I do because I love it, and I never imagined that anyone would look and go, hey, here you go. It's very humbling.
We have two organizations that we're working with, the Women's Automotive Association and Turning Point, and we look for women who have done a lot in their community and have really great, powerful jobs in the community, and also balance that with their life, their home, their work, and give back to the community.
A few years ago, DuPont became involved with Turning Point to help kickstart their project for their new building and going green, and a lot of work that they were going to do. And so not only did we engage with them at a corporate and a local level for that, we have mobilized volunteers to go over and spruce up their offices and different things like that. I mean, I really just enjoy being able to provide whatever support we can to those folks in our community that are doing this kind of work.
Lots of experience with Turning Point. I remember when it was established. I'm a Mount Clemens girl. I lived there, and I remember thinking how good it was for families, especially children, to have some place to go. I've lived in the area in Mount Clemens for years, so we've seen some of the people that it served, that Turning Point has served, and they've come to our church. We've been supporters of them and helped them out. We know that if it wasn't for God's grace, it could have been one of us there. We've donated money and lots of prayers. Many of my friends have donated time at Turning Point.
Well, today at Turning Point and Women's Automotive Association International, I'm going to be your keynote speaker this morning. And I'm also sharing my books of Women of True Grit and The Last Christmas Ride, which is a story about a sister's love. And I'll be addressing how to unlearn what you've learned. And this is my first visit. I'm excited about it, and I've donated the books so that we could raise some money for Turning Point to help make a difference for these women that deserve a second chance in life.
One of the special guests was Edie Hand, a businesswoman, author, and television celebrity. She has authored, co-authored, and assisted in the development of over 20 books. She has starred in national commercials, daytime television soaps, and hosted numerous radio and television shows nationwide. She has been the CEO of Hand in Hand Advertising Inc. since 1976, while actively involved in the Alliance for Women in Media for over 30 years. Edie founded the Edie Hand Foundation after the loss of her 3 young brothers. Her foundation helps benefit the Children's Hospital of Alabama and St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital.
Events like what we have here today are important to be able to give back and let people know they're cared about, and to inspire them and to encourage them to go on and not feel like they are ashamed, but they are going to unlearn tough habits to be better individuals and develop a stronger character. I can say this is that in all of my life's experiences with this is that, you know, life's just not fair. But the important thing to remember is that we cannot control life's events, but you can control how you respond to them.
We'd like to congratulate all of the women that were nominated today and give a special thanks to Edie Hand for all of her empowering words and influence to women across the nation. For Bass City Beat, I'm Akash Bethel.